Will Davison, it was only about 3 weeks ago that you found out that this weekend would be your last Adelaide 500, your last full-time drive. So just tell us what that feels like for you, what it means for you as a driver.
Yeah, it's just words at the moment still, because I'm here. It's been a busy month, you know, Bathurst, Gold Coast, Sandown. Here now, this is just normal life for me. Flying in this amazing event, about to do battle around these streets, which is you know, the ultimate in our sport. But yeah, the reality is, it's starting to dawn on me, and I think I've accepted it. I think I'm at peace with it. I'm going to say very much I think, because I'm looking down at my race car there. But of course, this hustle bustle lifestyle is something that I don't think you can ever replicate or, you know, compare to. It's been an amazing ride, and yeah, the reality is I'm going to miss it like crazy. So it's been a shock, but I'm at peace knowing that, you know, I've given my heart and soul and everything I've got for a long period, and ultimately I've just got to leave it at that. Otherwise, I'll disappear down a bad rabbit hole.
At what stage of the weekend do you think it'll actually really hit you?
I would say Sunday morning. There's a lot to get through in the lead up. A sprint race, we've got Saturday. But ultimately, I think that last qualifying run, Sunday morning, the thrill of new tyres, threading the needle, skimming the walls, you know, the thrill of trying to nail that qualifying lap is, as you well know, it's an art, and it's such a great feeling when you get it right. So that'll dawn on me, and of course the grid I think is going to be quite emotional, and yeah, I think that's really when it'll probably all start hitting home.
20 odd years full time in the paddock, 22 wins, 2 of them Bathurst wins. What stands out for you? It doesn't have to be on track, but what stands out for you in your body of work that you sit back and go, you know what, I'm really proud of that?
We can all reflect, and you know, I still have a bunch of wins. I mean, this isn't me saying shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm actually proud that, to be honest, like as all of us, there's 10 minimum now on top of my head wins that were there for the taking, if not more. So to have put myself in way more than 22 positions to win, I think is actually hard. Being in a position to win a race is hard, let alone winning the thing. So I think I've put myself in good positions, but I'm also actually proud of the fact that it hasn't been the easiest route, you know, whether that's bad decisions or, you make decisions based on the information you have, but I haven't always been, you know, in the top teams. I've had the privilege of being in top teams and when contending every weekend, and what I call it is being really angry with second, is when you're in a mind space that you're really angry with second, that means things are good. And then I've gone full circle and struggled in smaller teams, single car teams, you know, an Erebus E63 had its challenges where you're celebrating a shootout, you're celebrating a top 5, let alone a podium. And I enjoyed that as well. I enjoyed winning at all the teams I've been with. I enjoyed a lot of my, as I said, moments you don't necessarily see in the highlights reels, you know, just being there consistently, securing the podiums, the top 5s, and also doing it the hard way, which really I think made me appreciate more than anything, you know, when you're in a good position with a good team, that it's not all you. You know, it's easy to think, you know what doesn't stink, but you very easily get a reality check in this sport when you're doing it at the other end of the pit lane, and you've got to grind away and get the points. So I think I've got a really good appreciation for, you know, when you're doing it well and when you've got that body of team around you that you need to succeed at this level.
This is a really hard game to give up cold turkey, so I have no doubt you'll turn up in a co-driving role, but it's so all-consuming, the full-time gig in supercars, so you're going to have a lot more free time in your future. So what else would you like to do in that free time?
I've got to get through this weekend. I have a lot of passion, a lot of knowledge. I love the sport, like I love driving, but I actually find myself, you know, critiquing or studying, and not just myself as much anymore. Like, I really enjoy watching what's going on as a whole in the sport. And I love giving back. You know, there's actually so much in there that I don't tap into because you don't bother wasting that energy. You know, you've got to just focus on what's in front of you right now. But bit by bit, you know, I'm interested to see how much I can dig in and how much fulfillment I'm going to get, maybe giving back to some young guys. Is that mentoring? Is that talking about the sport? I don't know. I love the sport and I feel like I've got a lot to offer. I feel like I've got a pretty good eye for it. So I'm really fascinated to see where that fits in, and you know, really it's about enjoyment, doing something I love. It's going to be impossible to reproduce driving at this level, but yeah, I'm interested to see, you know, where that leads, and you know where I end up moving forwards.
Mate, 600 plus races in the championship. I certainly hope that the final 3 this weekend are 3 of your best. We had some great battles around here, you and I hope you really enjoy yourself this weekend. Good luck.
Thanks, GT. It's been a ride. Cheers, mate.